Jubilant, colourful, flamboyant, the horse festival in Jerez de la Frontera is an arousing sensory experience. They say the blood beats hotter in the south of Andalusia, and this event thrums and vibrates on a different level that could awaken the most pedestrian from the stale and mundane of everyday life. It's life in full colour. I'd go as far as calling it a life-affirming festival. Welcome to the Feria Del Caballo, the horse festival of Jerez.
The Feria del Caballo is an annual event and it takes place in May every year. It welcomes in the summer. It celebrates many elements of Andalusian heritage and culture, that of the horse, that of its connection with flamenco, the dance, the dress and the music. Traditionally though, this was a market fair where people from agricultural areas would come together, and it became more of a celebration and an opportunity to show off your animals, but also to show off yourself.
Was a featureless grey sparrow amongst spectacular rainforest birds of paradise. I'd entered into some alternate universe reserved for the beautiful and conspicuous desirous of the good life. Form-fitting gitana dresses that showed off elegant and feminine figures, patterned and polka-dotted, blooming and flouncing at the knees, flourishes of mantillas, fans and shawls, and hair adorned with peonies, carnations and roses. And then, on the dance floor, the dresses seemed to take on a life of their own. The dance on display at the Feria is the Sevillana. Unlike its cousin flamenco that has a complex and blended history that tells pained and mournful, sometimes joyous and flirtatious stories with a quality of passion they call duende, Sevillanas are more of a folkloric and social dance performed communally, in pairs or groups. Also, unlike the improvised and impulsive flamenco, these dances are choreographed and follow a set of steps. It's traditionally a courtship dance, allowing coy, likely chaperoned prospective partners to be near each other, but with little physical contact. To me, it all resembles the romantic and ritualised craning and flowing movements of the dalliance of mating flamencos, and it's just a joy to watch.
Regresa por la mañana, pasa el puente de noche, regresa por la mañana. Vivir la feria los 7 días.
Time for a change of scenery, this being the horse festival after all.
The lads getting on it here, looking at photos of the local guapas. Instead of standing around shooting whiskey shots, they're sipping away at sherry. Chatting to the girls on the back of the horse here, and they were explaining that anyone from the public can come and show off their horses at the feria, but they have to follow a set of rules. So they have to be dressed in this traditional type of clothing. So you can't rock up in a black t-shirt or a nice slinky red dress. It has to be following some regulations. They told me that their family has been participating for the last 4 years, and the horse they were on just now is a show jumping horse. So a mix between Spanish and English breeds.
How's this for side saddle with sass? Since 1955, the equestrian tradition of the area has been celebrated at the festival, both for the importance of the horse to agriculture and it being the home of the Andalusian breed, including the white Carthusians. Aristocratic families from Jerez dynasties, clipped, groomed and polished, parade the fairgrounds. Men and women alike wear suits called trajes de corto, featuring sophisticated waist-length jackets, the cordobés, sombreros and cowboy boots. As well as the parades, throughout the week there are superb displays of horsemanship, dressage, polo, carriage driving, and even morphological competitions. Stick around to see a balletic display of the Andalusian breed.
Just asking this fella here about why some of the horses have black and red, some of them have got yellow, all different types of colours. I thought it might have been representative of the ranch that they come from. He just said it's a tradition, it comes down to preference. Maybe as a Bombers supporter. What a privilege to be able to leave somewhere still wanting more. And I really want more. I keep walking from end to end. But I've got work to do and this is distracting me. So I'm heading back to the city of Jerez and I'll be back tomorrow to visit the Royal Academy. I feel like I need to borrow some of the blinkers from these horses because I keep getting distracted. All right, I'm heading for the exit. I'll be back tomorrow. Today I'm here for a performance called How the Andalusian Horses Dance. The performance has been around since the 1970s and it serves to exhibit the absolute best of the characteristics of the Andalusian horse and of the work of the foundation here. During the reign of King Philip II, the great-grandson of Isabel and Ferdinand, the best of the horses were chosen for their physical characteristics, their bravery, their nobility, their fluidity of movement, and this led to the breeding of the Pura Raza Española, the pure-bred Andalusian thoroughbred.
Hola. Hola. Uno. Sí. Dos. No quiere ir contigo. Gracias. Gracias.
Though it runs year-round, extra shows are added during the festival, and it's important to book tickets in advance. The show has traditional dressage and a style called doma vaquera that displays skills of cattle herding, changes of rhythm, start, stop, and bursts of acceleration. Seeing the horses in carousel is entrancing, but in some ways the pomp and pageantry defies the history of the breed. And it's best remembered that these horses for centuries were the choice of mount for monarchs and the tanks of armies across Europe.
Just popped into a store here on the way back to the Feria. And these are some of the traje de Sevillana dresses that the ladies wear to the Feria. All different styles. These ones are nice and cheap, about 60 euros.
week-long festival attracts people of all ages, and no one is to be outdone in the fashion stakes. Unlike the Feria del Caballo in Seville, where the casetas or tents are by invitation only, you can freely wander around here. There are carnival rides for families, and as the sun dips, the 200 or so casetas, decorated in garlands and paper lanterns, take on even more of a party atmosphere. It's high-spirited and inclusive, and for mine, can be as richly enjoyed by simply being an observer.
It has its formalities and decorum, but it lacks an element of pretentiousness, which I really like. It's very accessible. Everyone seems really welcome here. Today's only day 3 of the festival. It's got 4 more days to go. I just had a chat with some of the locals inside the restaurant, and they were saying that today, being a Monday, is one of the more quiet days. Muy tranquilo, they were saying. It doesn't seem to bother the locals. But if you do come and visit, be mindful that it can be really dusty, a bit muddy underfoot if there's any rain, and the horses leave behind some tripping hazards. Spain's transport networks being as good as they are, it would be possible to do a day trip from places like Jerez as well as Seville. My recommendation, however, is that you need at least 2 days to get a really good feel for the place. But I'm so glad that I came. It's such an explosion of energy and colour and passion. I don't have a 600 kilogram bull on my tail. I'm not getting acidic tomatoes in my eye. And there are beautiful women in beautiful dresses on beautiful horses everywhere.
Say bye! Bye!
G'day and thanks for watching. To support the channel, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.